are the pool chemistry mistakes pool technicians make? I'm going to explain this in today's video. Hi, my name is Marty Norris and I'm the International Pool Girl. I have maintained swimming pools in the state of Georgia in the United States for more than 13 years, and I share what I have learned with you. If you find this information helpful, please make sure to like or subscribe to the International Pool Girl on our YouTube channel. Please make sure to leave actual comments as it helps us with the search engine algorithm. Now, a lot of pool problems don't come from lack of effort. They come from a few repeated mistakes that throw the whole system out of balance. Now, here are the big ones that techs, especially newer ones, tend to make and why they matter. Number one, chasing chlorine levels without fixing other root issues. When the chlorine levels are low, the temptation is to just raise the chlorine levels, but usually there is a cause why chlorine levels are low. Dumping more chlorine when levels are low feels right, but if the other pool chemistry is out of balance, no amount of chlorine will fix the problem. As a pool technician who has more than 13 years experience in the field, I'm constantly learning about pool chemistry. Also, the most important function of chlorine is to disinfect the pool water. If the other pool chemistry is out of balance, that won't happen. And if the chlorine level is too high, that isn't good for swimmers. And then number two, ignoring the chlorine to CYA ratio. The most common mistake newer pool techs make is ignoring the chlorine to cyanuric acid ratio. Another name for CYA is conditioner. We call CYA suntan lotion for chlorine. Just like sunscreen protects your skin from the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays, CYA acts as protection on the chlorine from burning off too quickly in the pool from the ultraviolet rays. When I was a newer tech, actually several years in, this took some time to understand. But once I fully understood it, then I was able to regulate the levels correctly. For more than 13 years, I have often worked alone as a pool technician and properly monitored this level in pools during the heat of the summer. Also, it is important to know that CYA levels should not be kept at the same level year-round. When the water is very cold, then monitoring your CYA levels is not as important as when you are in the middle of summer. Now, number three, too much CYA, chlorine then becomes sluggish. Too little CYA, chlorine burns off fast in sunlight. And then many techs just aim for a flat number instead of adjusting based on CYA. The CYA to chlorine ratio is actually very important. County inspectors in our state test the levels in private community pools to make sure that they don't reach certain levels. They want to make sure that nothing is preventing the chlorine from properly disinfecting the water, and they prefer that the chlorine is not being run at a high level. Number three, overusing stabilized chlorine trichlor tabs. Trichlor tabs are convenient, but they continuously add CYA, and over time, this can push stabilizer way too high, leading to cloudy water or algae when chlorine tests okay. This is one of the main reasons that we encourage customers to switch to a saltwater chlorination system. With the saltwater chlorination system, the CYA will naturally over time with the sun burning off the chlorine, and you aren't adding extra CYA into the pool every time you add chlorine tabs. Then you can add the pellet form of the CYA when you need to control the amount you are adding. We see that there's an immediate improvement in the quality and clarity of the water. Also, as pool professionals, you want to feel good about the quality of your customer's water. That means that we are doing what is best for our customers and the water in their pool. Number four, not testing frequently enough or relying on strips. Test strips are quick, but not always accurate. Skipping proper testing like drop test kits leads to guesswork dosing, which compounds errors over time. I have worked with swimming pools, like I said, for more than 13 years, and we use the drop test kits more than 90% of the time because of their accuracy. You don't want a range, you want accuracy. With drop test kits, you want to make sure that your testing chemical reagents are not expired. That will give you an improper reading.